and welcome to or welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be my bullet journal playlist, and as you can see by the title, I'm going to be doing my August bullet journal with me. Theme is a little bit different from what I've done. It's a little bit more drawery. Drawery? I don't think that's the word, but it's a self-love care kind of spread that I'm going to be doing. You probably have seen that by the thumbnail. But anyway, I just feel like August is like the pinnacle of summer. I don't even think that's the word. I just feel like with the whole lockdown thing, everyone thought summer was cancelled and they didn't get their summer body, and now summer's rolled around and the world's back open again, and I just feel like, myself as well included, I just feel like a little bit deflated. So I just wanted to put this out there for anyone that's watching, is feeling a bit down, just to love yourself really and take inspiration from the line drawings and the spreads and try and recreate it for yourself. Please let me know if you do or if this helps you out. So roll the video. So the first page is the August cover page. As you can see, I already sketched out all of the self-love drawing sort of things, because this video would have been 4 hours long had I have drawn it on camera, because they took longer than I care to admit. So I'm just going over it with just the standard black fine liner pen to make it a bit neater, and I'm just making sure that the edges are like the right size, if that makes sense. So just not kind of sticking to the pencil lines, but if it looks better with where they're not there, then doing that. The reason that I chose this picture sketch for the cover page is because I feel like the flowers covering up their face, I also can't draw faces, so it made it easier, but the real reason is because it's just kind of showing that like the thoughts are beautiful, and that to think more about having a positive and beautiful mind than having a great body or a beautiful face, and I felt like it just really fit with the theme. So I really struggle with calligraphy, if that's the right word. So one method that I use is I just kind of sketch it out, rub it out plenty of times, and just keep doing it until I get it how I want it. As you'll see in this video, it's still wonky, but it's alright. And then I go over it with like a felt tip pen or whatever colour I want to use. And then on the downward strokes, just add a bit of a thicker line, so it gives it a bit more dimension and looks like how people do it fancily, but I'm not that skilled. And to make it look a little bit better, because it didn't look too good, I use the same black felt, what's it called, like fine liner, that's it, that I used on the drawing, and I'll be using on all of the drawings to just go over the pencil lines, because it just adds a bit more to the drawing. Let's look at the final page. The next page is a new one, and it's usually where I put my mood tracker, but recently I've not been using it. I just feel like it's a bit of a waste of time. I can never remember to do it. So this page is what I've called grateful for. So each week I'm going to write what I'm grateful for instead of having to do something daily, because I often forget to do it, and it's a big pain because then you're trying to remember how you felt so that you can track it. Also, this line drawing I felt was really good for this page, because it's kind of like you're just giving yourself a hug a bit, I guess, and it's just like reminding yourself to just be grateful and love yourself. So I used a ruler to draw a straight line, or at least a semi-straight line, so that I could write grateful for. I just used the same font as I used on the August, just my general joined up handwriting kind of font, and then I went over it in the same black fine liner.
Then I used a ruler and a pencil to measure out all the boxes that I needed. This took way too long, and I'm so glad that I did it so many times to make sure it was accurate, because it would have been a mess if not. So then I rubbed it out so that you couldn't see some of the pencil lines, and just alternated between red and then pink. I also numbered the boxes 1 to 5. I know there's kind of 6 weeks in August, but I didn't have room. And that was the page finished. So on to the next page, which is going to be my YouTube video ideas. Speaking of which, if you have any, then please let me know down below. I've got some that I think are good ideas, but I could use your opinion on it. For the light colours, I just use a bold black felt tip pen and then the same fine liner to do all the little details. I picked this line drawing and this pose because she's got her arms up and it's kind of just showing like that she's achieving things, and that's what I wanted from this spread for a bit of motivation. Then for the YouTube play button, I decided to draw a heart just to add with the theme. So I drew a heart in pencil to make sure it was the right size. It wasn't, because I can't draw hearts, but I coloured it in the red felt tip, added the little play symbol thing, and then I wrote ideas in pink and just like standard lettering, I guess. And then what I like to do to jazz it up a bit is go over with the black fine liner and do joined up writing over it. Feel like it just adds a bit more to it. So let's look at the final result of these 2 pages. The next page is just the August calendar page, so I'd already sketched it out, as in my previous video I sketched it out on the video and it took forever, so I'm just going in with the black fine liner again to draw all the lines. Just like the other line drawing for the clothes, I just used a black thick pen, well felt tip. I had to go back into some areas with the black fine liner. This is incredibly sped up, but it was very hard to keep it in the lines. I'm not very good at that. Then I just used the felt tip to go over the penciled lines. I also realised that I'd forgot to add space for where the dates were, well, the days. So I just added a pink felt tip line, felt tip highlighter, can't even speak. And then I just wrote in the days with the black felt liner. For the title, I decided not to pencil it. Was a very bad idea, because as you're about to see, it was very wonky. So I just went in with a fine red felt tip and just did it in my normal joined up handwriting. Then I just numbered all of the days, which is very boring, so I'm just going to cut it here and show you the final product. The next page is my YouTube planner page, and I just did the same calendar grid as on the calendar page, but I skipped out for you because you've just seen me do it and it'd be boring to just repeat it all. Like I did on my last month's YouTube planner page, I just highlight the days, the Tuesday and the Friday, when my videos are uploaded. So be sure to subscribe and turn your post notifications on so that you can be notified every Tuesday and Friday when I do an upload. For the title, I did the same love heart that I did on my YouTube ideas page, just coloured it in red and then added the play button. Then I just did a little dotted line that you're about to see. I just thought it added something to it, just like a love heart balloon or something, and then just wrote planner in my normal joined up handwriting. Now on to the exciting part and the self-love part of this spread. Instead of drawing a line drawing, I decided that I wanted to create a border that would then be rubbed out. It probably doesn't make sense now, but when you see what I'm doing, it will do. And then in black, red and pink, I just wrote words like gorgeous, beautiful, perfect, pretty, happy, just to remind myself that I am all of those things and so are you. And then I rubbed out the border. Similar to the YouTube planner page, I wanted to add this onto this page, as when I'm flicking through and scheduling my week, to just remind myself to be all of these things and that everything's going to be okay, and get a bit of motivation from it. So the final outcome is this. Moving on to the last page that I'm going to put in this video, obviously there'll be one for every week, but that's my weekly spread. Recently, I've been loving doing like a Dutch door sort of thing, so that I can put my YouTube tracker and then a to-do list, because I've been using sticky notes and then it gets in the way when you're trying to write other things, so I just cut it out and then you can flip it over and use both sides. I used a pink highlighter to outline the edge of this flip door sort of thing. I also kept getting it on the page, so I had to put the scrap paper behind it just to highlight it, so that I guess I'll remember. Then I'm just kind of sketching out where I want my days to go, like each individual to-do list for the days. I have still been doing this during lockdown, as I feel like it just makes me feel like I have more to do. At the top I just write week and then Monday and the day of the Monday that week starts with, if that makes sense. The space down from that is for goals, where I set my weekly goals, such as things on YouTube, that sort of thing, and then each little bit is one for each day, and I just rub out the pencil lines and then go over it in pen just to divide it up, because sometimes when I've not divided it properly it just looks a mess. Then I just wrote to do on the little Dutch door bit, and underneath is where I'm going to put my YouTube tracker. So for this I just drew a love heart again and did the little play button and wrote tracker in my joined up handwriting. And then I like to create a sort of table, so I'll have Monday, Thursday and Saturday, and then I have total. Adding total is something new that I've added in, because one week I had a bit too much space, but it seems to be working out, so I just pencil that in and then obviously go over it with a pen to make it look a lot neater. And this is the final weekly spread.
So that's it, that's the video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe, it really helps me out. Also, turn your post notifications on so that you never miss one of my videos, and follow me on Instagram, the link will be down below. I post there when I'm going to upload and a little behind the scenes. This video, like I said in my intro, will be in my bullet journal playlist, so feel free to check out last month's, what was last month? July's video, and any of my other videos. That also really helps me out and will be greatly appreciated. I hope you enjoyed the spreads and the little message about loving yourself and integrating into your life. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Bye.